We have an announcement to make.
It's so weird.
It is. But oh my gosh. We have an announcement to make.
Yes, a big announcement, a big change.
Still a small announcement for now.
Still a small announcement for now. But the announcement is that there is a baby coming. Yes, we recently took a test and we are, is it 4 weeks?
Yes.
It's 4 weeks, so it's a month now. That will look something.
Having a baby.
So yeah.
How do you feel?
That's fantastic. That's all I wanna do.
You just If it's too, I'll just laugh.
You don't. It's not fun. It's not fun.
If it's too, then I'll just laugh. He said that if he can't see, then he has to look under. Yep, it's so invasive. I just turned this jacket, that's why I shop around.
It is what it is.
It's invasive. It's very...
Hold on. Your little system hasn't goals. I'm saying your little system hasn't goals. She hasn't goals. I read it.
So they still keep monks often including the big into Pagat. There was a Pagat. So to lap on
You're going there.
Montily Sakai.
Good. Small dry fish.
Good right. Good again. Now we Pizano Yenze Yamabi Kotai. In the YouTube channel. Oh yeah, you're right. The time says it's already showing. Let's have a look. Your blood pressure is normal. Your urine is clean with no infection. This.
Because I'm cautious. I heard that urinary infections are very common.
Yeah.
So I drink a lot of water and
Yeah.
yeah, sure, come over and use my imagination.
I like that. Yeah, sure. Cool. It's 15 weeks. So I think you've missed the first trimester screening. So it's the second trimester. The body measurement, the baby is 93.4 almost. I'll just double check now. So you're actually way more than.
Yeah.
Get sensitive. Nose, mouth, the hand, and the legs there. Yeah?
So while we were suspecting Mesebu already,
Because you're approaching 4 months now.
sure. Is that the heartbeat?
Yeah.
Yes.
fine, yeah. As in Untitled.
Yes. I didn't expect movement at all.
You'll start feeling them from 18 weeks.
This is 4 months. Still goes down, goes up. Hey guys, so I just thought I would check in for the day. I'm not having a particularly fun day today. I'm just not motivated to do anything. And I'm basically in my feelings. I don't really know why, but I thought I would do a bump update because it's looking so huge today. So here we go. This is how big it looks. I think it looks quite big, and it's getting harder. So this is from the side. And this is from the front. So it's definitely growing every day. Okay, so as I was saying, it's not the same size from the morning up until night, so it changes constantly. But yeah, it's definitely getting harder. And the pressure is increasing, so if I'm wearing anything tight, hence why I've put my tracksuit down here, because if I put it here, then there's just a lot of pressure on my belly. And I'm still using this coconut oil from Palmer's, and I've just been moisturizing my belly to make sure that it stays hydrated. Woo! Where's my phone? Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this video I've been meaning to film for weeks now, and I do mean weeks, but I've just been lazy, I've been sick, I've been busy, and it will all make sense once I reveal. So I thought I would actually take time today, lay everything down. I have my phone which has my notes so that I don't forget anything, and I'm really excited to bring you guys on this journey. And yeah, let's just get into it. But before we actually do that, I want to apologize for the noise outside. I'm so tired of it, I'm so over it. But let's just power through and get into today's video, which I hope will be a continuation, but I mean, we'll see. Before we get started, make sure that you're subscribed. You really want to be here for this journey. Make sure that you're subscribed. Also make sure that you check out my socials at Philelag, my IG, of which I'm sure you already know what's happening if you follow me there. But yeah, let's just get started. Let me just get comfortable. Okay, so today is the 8th of September and it's currently 2:20, so it's mid-afternoon time, and I guess hence why the traffic and all the cars outside. And yeah, I have a very big announcement, and I don't even know how to get into it, but basically we are pregnant. I'm really excited about this, and honestly, this is something that I didn't know whether I would share the journey with you or I would just like do a reveal, like ta-da at the end after the whole thing. But I thought I'd document it because this is something I would like for myself, even if I don't share this video, but for myself to reflect the mental space that I was in and how the whole journey has been for me so far. So I've been writing notes down so that I don't forget anything. But yeah, I'm rambling, but I'm gonna try to get to the point. So I have a timeline here of all the events, and yeah, so I actually found out that I was pregnant on the 28th of June, and right now it's September. So end of June, end of July, end of August. So I would say it's been, 2.5 months since I found out. And I'm gonna look on my app how far I am because it's quite accurate. I'm currently 17 weeks and 3 days. So this is my app. I hope you can see the baby is as large as an onion. This is crazy. But yeah, I found out on the 28th of June. And when I took the test, I took 2 tests. I took a clear blue as well as this other test I forgot. When I found out I was 3 weeks plus. And yeah, right now I'm 17 weeks and 3 days. Yeah, I think that's what the app said. So I'm a little over 4 months. And yeah, so I just wanted to share with you how my first trimester is. So if you guys don't know, you measure pregnancy with weeks. So you have first trimester, second trimester, as well as third trimester, which is a total of 9 months. And first trimester is the first 3 months of your pregnancy, which I've just been over right now because I'm currently 4 months. So I have all my notes here. So for me, my first trimester was like an absolute mess. I really didn't feel good. I was nauseous all day, every day. I was weak. I didn't have strength. I didn't have enthusiasm to do anything. I was out, you know, and I didn't like how I felt. I was really emotional. So for me, my first trimester was really brutal, and it really reduced my productivity and just my overall vibe. I was in my feelings and I was not in a good place. So yeah, that's how it was for me. So I'm gonna read some of my notes for you. So it says nauseous, lack of energy, thirsty. Yeah, I'm thirsty all day, every day now. Cravings for cold water with lemon and ice constantly, which was the only thing that seemed to calm my throat down at that time. Hot food. Oh, also cravings for hot food. Like I really enjoy Nando's because it's really hot. I think anything that's hot, just it calms my throat and my chest area, I guess. And I would get hungry in the middle of the night, and I also had meat aversions. Okay, so basically with my first trimester, I felt like a whole complete change. So everything that I loved, I no longer like anymore. Things like meat, I try to avoid meat at all costs, reduce it where I can. So bacon, I'm not really into it anymore. Sausages, pork bangers, you name it, like I'm not into it. I do order it when I go for breakfast, but I usually just end up having eggs and bread. Yeah, but in my vlogs, if you go back, you will see that I looked like I was still eating the same, but in reality is that because we usually go out for breakfast, I don't like bacon anymore, and my fiance really enjoys bacon and all of those fatty foods, of which I am not into them. I really like fresh food, fresh produce, lots of oranges, 2 oranges a day, and that is me trying to be moderate about it, but I could eat oranges at any time of the day, and just general fruits and pineapples. I really like those. But things with meat, I try to reduce as much as I can because I just don't like the smell. I find them very overpowering. So that's how it's been for me. And in my first trimester, what I found was that I was constantly nauseous, and with that I didn't want to eat. But the thing that made me nauseous was that I was hungry, and the longer I don't eat, the more nauseous I get, because my stomach is basically digesting itself, and I need food that will nourish me, you know. So once I got the hang of what was going on and I tried to understand my body, definitely got better. So the key is to constantly eat, you know, because I don't want to eat large meals, but rather I would enjoy like stacking with a whole lot of fruits and just eating like bite-sized meals. So I found that that was the key for me, which is just to constantly have something that I'm eating. And I'd get up in the middle of the night, I'd be hungry, I'd have insomnia, which is one of the side effects of pregnancy, is that you get sleep deprivation basically, and it gets stronger the further you go along. I think it's the body's way of training you for, I guess, midnight feedings or whatever. But yeah, that's how it's been so far. So one of the main questions that everyone will want to know is that, did you plan this? Is this an oops baby? Blah blah blah. And yes, this was very much a planned pregnancy. Some people get offended when you ask them if they planned their pregnancy. I don't find it offensive. I get the curiosity. It was planned. I had been off birth control since the beginning of the year, because we planned that we'd have a baby this year. And so I was just like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. No train smash either way. I wasn't concerned about it. Since I was off birth control since the beginning of the year, I wasn't concerned that why is it taking this long, whatever. I was just like, if it's meant to be, it'll be, you know. But I think the main thing that made me fall pregnant, I'll say, is that during that time I was exercising a lot. So I started exercising, I would say, a month or a month and a half after lockdown. So lockdown started in March, so April, so from the middle of April towards the end, that's when I started exercising regularly, and I've been posting all of my exercises, and I started being very conscious of my diet. I think that's one of the things that helped me get pregnant, if that makes sense, especially because I'd been on birth control for so long, for so many years. So if you are trying to get pregnant, maybe just try that. Because also my friend told me, she was like, yeah, that's why you got pregnant, because you started eating right and exercising. And I think that actually makes sense. But yeah, so as soon as I found out that I was pregnant, I started not feeling well immediately. You know, it was almost like with immediate effect. I didn't have strength to exercise, of which I was someone that was exercising 5 times a week. And I think you guys had seen a lot of my exercise routines on my vlogs and stuff. And so with that, I couldn't really get the exercise that I needed because of just the sheer exhaustion that I felt all the time and lack of interest, and I honestly had no strength. So I wasn't exercising during my entire first trimester. After I found out that I was pregnant, of which when I found out I was 3 weeks plus, so about a month I would say. So I didn't exercise for the entire 2 months that was left, if that makes sense. But yeah, basically first trimester was an absolute nightmare for me. Currently I'm on my second trimester. I'm a little over 4 months, and I've been feeling so much better. Oh my goodness, like the morning sickness, which should be called all day sicknesses, have subsided drastically. Like they've gone down so much. So that's absolutely amazing. Some of the changes that are happening, however, is that my belly is starting to grow. So when I went for my first scan, which was when I actually found out exactly how far I was, and the doctor said that I was a few days to being 4 months. Most people couldn't see my belly. Most people still can't really see my belly. So I think that's been cool, I guess, because some people in that 4 months you can already see. Excuse me. And even now when I take pictures you can't really see. I will try to insert a picture here, show you how I've been looking. So the growth of my belly is quite slow, which I'm not complaining about, but some of the physical changes that I can feel is that I can definitely see that my belly is growing much more rapidly now, or let me rather say at a steady pace. Where I sleep, I can feel it, because I'm someone who loves to sleep. I like to sleep on my stomach, and these days it's getting more and more uncomfortable to sleep on my stomach because it's growing and you can feel the pressure and all of that. But so far nobody can really tell. But I heard that in the second trimester, that's when your belly really pops off. But I mean, I can see it now. So yeah, okay, so let me go to some of the foods that I've been eating. I currently really like simple foods, so I will eat bread with margarine and peanut butter. That's something that's like my go-to, because I'm quite lazy. I won't lie to you, I'm very lazy. So if I'm feeling hungry and I want to eat something that I know will not give me a certain smell, and that I know that'll fill me up, for the time being, I'll have bread with peanut butter and with margarine and with juice or whatever, and that's just my go-to meal. As I've mentioned, I'm still trying to minimize my meat intake, love my vegetables and just fresh fruit. Drinking lots and lots of water, because I'm always thirsty. I'm thirsty right now. So some of the cravings that I get, firstly, the craving of alcohol has not gone down at all, which is something that's really tough for me. I feel like I didn't get like my last hurrah of like, oh, I'm going out to party and drink so that I can be satisfied for the whole 9 months. So things that I've been drinking, a lot of non-alcoholic wine. So let me show you my go-to. So I've been drinking a lot of this dealcoholized wine, the Moscato Rosé. This is from Woolworths. So I drink this on a regular if I just want to feel festive or part of something, you know what I'm saying? Like if there are drinks happening here, or if I'm just in my English. If I feel like celebrating something, I'll just drink some rosé, just to chill with lots of ice. Again, it's de-alcoholized. It has no alcohol, so don't come for me. And when we go out, I order a lot of cocktails which have a lot of sugar. I know it's bad, but I find that when I drink cocktails, it calms me down so much. I feel like I'm having like a proper cocktail, because they all taste really good, but they're all virgin cocktails. But also they just make me feel part of the vibe, because I want to feel like I'm part of the vibe, especially when you go out, people are drinking alcohol and whatever. So those have been my main things that I've been drinking. So yeah, but before I wasn't really big on cocktails because of the amount of sugar that they put in them. But right now I've been indulging in cocktails with every chance that I get. I think it really, really helps me, and I find the drinks to be super, super refreshing. Things that I haven't been able to eat is sushi, which, oh my goodness, I love sushi, guys. If you didn't know, I really, really enjoy good sushi, but I haven't been able to eat that. So at my next doctor's appointment, I will ask the doctor if I can have sushi like once in a while or whatever, because honestly the cravings are real. So yeah, and then when it comes to what I've been using for moisturization and stretch marks and all of that, so firstly, because my belly hasn't really grown, I'm going to show you guys in a bit, I haven't felt pressured to buy anti-stretch marks cream. However, I have been using tissue oils and whatever oil I can get my hands onto, you know, so I'm not really fussy right now, and I've just been trying a whole lot of different oils, and I've been speaking to my girlfriends and they're all advising me, so they've been really, really, really helpful, so thank you guys so much. So what I've been using is, okay, so firstly I've been using the tissue oil from Pep, you know, the Magnolia one. I was using that even way before I was pregnant. That thing is really, really good for your skin, plus it's super cheap. I use it from time to time, and it's a tissue oil, so I have been using it. And then recently I got this moisturizer from, let me just get it, please hold on. Okay, so the other day I decided to get something a little bit more, I don't know, something more high-end, I guess, even though this is not high-end, but something that I thought would actually prevent stretch marks, just in case that one was just nourishing, I guess. So I got this Palmer's coconut oil. This is a coconut oil body oil. I got this from Clicks, and this was 79.99, was 80 rand. And so far I don't like the smell of it, not because I'm pregnant, even my fiance doesn't like the smell of this. However, I do love how nourishing it is. You know, some oils you put them on and then after an hour it's gone. This one nourishes me the entire day, which I really appreciate. So if you have just generally dry skin, I would definitely recommend it and say try it out. And then I have, at the beginning of my pregnancy, I was also using the organic coconut oil from Woolworths, which I included in my skincare routine, so check that out also. And that one I was using prior to me even knowing that I was pregnant. So once I found out that I was pregnant, I was like, okay, I'll just keep on using it because coconut oil is good for your body. However, what I found out was that coconut oil is not a very thin oil, so it remains on the surface of your skin, which is what I was saying, that some oils, when you use them, you find that they nourish you right now, however they don't actually penetrate into your skin. So you find that those oils don't actually nourish your skin deep, and that's actually what causes stretch marks. So far I've been using this. I've been following Daisy Perkins and watching her pregnancy journey, which I think is so amazing, and I'm so excited for her. And she's been showing us what she's been using, and she recommends a vitamin E oil, which is much thinner, like the molecules of the oil. And she says she hasn't had any stretch marks, and she's due in the middle of October and is currently the beginning of September. So she's due in 8 weeks time, and she hasn't had any stretch marks. So I'll definitely look for a vitamin E oil. But basically you just need to stay moisturized, you know, no matter which oil you're using, whether it's really affordable ones or really high-end ones, your skin needs to stay oily, because that's what causes the skin to stretch. But yeah, I think I've covered everything, and I feel like I've been talking for so long. But let me show you my belly so far. Okay, so this is how it looks. I hope you can tell how big it is. It's still right here. You can physically feel it, that the stomach is getting harder. So it's still right here. But yeah, please don't mind my dress. It has stains, but but I'll also insert a picture in case you want to see it more clearly. But yeah, so I'm gonna be continuing documenting the entire pregnancy and just talking you through what I've been feeling, how it's been going, and everything. But I thought I should make this first initial video before I forget all of my thoughts and everything that I was going through in my first trimester as I'm beginning my second trimester, you know. And yeah, thank you so much guys for watching this video. I hope you can join my pregnancy journey. So make sure that you are subscribed, thumbs up this video, leave me a comment down below on what questions you have, and then we can probably do a Q&A for the next video with my fiance, and then just talk about how the experience has been for us. But yeah,